Today, what I want to talk about is a car that is a classic car, but really possesses what we fantasize in terms of detail and finish and quality. It's a 1963 Buick LeSabre. This is a two-door sedan, okay? The car is in teal mist. That's the correct original color. And it's absolutely gorgeous. This is one of those cars that as a classic has truly been brought back to a level that you could have expected when you saw this car brand new in 1963. It really is that nice. Starting with things like on the trim on the car, you'll notice that there's not a lot of scratches or dings anywhere in the trim on this car. The paint, when you look at it real close, it's very consistent and it's painted correctly throughout. No overspray on pieces that should have been painted. That sort of level of detail. Even the caps and the wheels, they're the correct color. The care that it took to bring this car back is truly fascinating. This Buick is not just a 63 LeSabre, it's actually quite special. This car is a 3-speed manual on the tree transmission. It comes with the 401 V8. We'll get in there and take a look at that real quick. And then it's had a very tasteful modification done to the car. On a 425, there was an available dual quad carburation setup that was available for this car that year, 1965. The previous owner opted to go ahead and put that right on top of this car, which just kind of adds a little bit more of that muscle car, real genuine origination or origin of the muscle cars. The other, the other thing that's very significant about this car came equipped from the factory with heavy-duty suspension and also the special heavy-duty brakes with aluminum-backed brake covers on the back. So when you get the car up in the air and you look at the underside of it and you see those options on the car, that's another thing that's very unique about the car. It really is a high-performance car. Dual exhaust as well. Speaking of the underside of the car is as nice as the top of the car. It is highly detailed. Another very significant thing about this car, as you look over the rest of it, this car is as was built, okay? Except for that one modification I told you with the dual quad intake. And that's a very acceptable modification in the realm of these owners. In fact, it makes it all that much nicer. Looking at the interior on this car is supposed to be and suspected to be 100% original. I am still absolutely blown away at the quality and condition of the front seat covers, but if you look at the front and the back, you'll see very similar. The cloth material is immaculate. The headliner on this car is very nice. The dash, the gauges, everything on the car is in very top condition, and it works. That's another thing about this car. Driving the car down the road, fantastic. It's just amazing. You don't feel any rattles, there's no squeaks, there's no hiccups in the car. It brakes nice, it drives extremely well, it stops very well. And being a classic muscle car or origin of muscle car, it's actually quite potent. The car runs very strong. You can see the detail in the trunk. Everything's there. Very clean car inside and out underneath. Looking at the rubber on the car, where the trim needed to be replaced, all the rubber's been done on the car. Even the rubber around the bezels on the headlights in the back are very good. The rear window seal, I believe, is still original, but it's in very good shape. A lot of the rubber looks to be just in absolutely fantastic condition. And again, looking at details on the interior, just exquisite condition. Even the felt liners for the top of the headliner molding, the stick in the headliner molding is all original. Really nice car. If you look under the hood on the car, same level of detail inside here. Again, we can get into the authentication of the car with the build trim tag right here on the cowl. As I stated, the car is correct. It is as it was built. And furthermore, it's documented that this car is a numbers matching car. A couple of unique upgrades. Like I said, the dual quad, it does have aluminum Offenhauser fin valve covers, but we have the original valve covers with the car. Look at the insulation under the hood and how nice the hood is on the car. All the rubber stops are there. If you look closely at the bolts on the body lines, along the firewall, up here in the front, everything, no overspray. This car is done absolutely right on. And then just so you know, there was a number of tasteful options for this car back in 1963. I think it's really important that you point out it's got the Sonomatic AM radio inside. It has a remote control mirror, which was an option. I believe it was $35. If you look in the glove box and open the glove box, a little light inside the glove box, that was like a $6 option. And so that you didn't bang your gate around the gas tank, there's a gas tank door guard right there, which was a $7 option as well.